And we live.
Yeah. Hey man, it's Conscious said, man. Conscious are crazy, man. Podcast, podcast platform. You know what I'm saying? We've been holding it down, man. Kind science with knowledge, or are we mentally insane? Like, are we crazy, man? Definitely ain't crazy, man. The world is. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I'm saying once again,
Crazy
man.
world, crazy world.
Got Chakra Doctor on here, man. You know, with the information, man. Yeah, man. Last night was crazy. It started with Brother Crumb. I seen his live, like, dang, what's going on? And then Twitter,
Oh man.
man, it's crazy. You know, but man, yeah, your first reactions, and we're gonna get into like the importance that he brought to the game, of course. And of course, like,
Man,
man,
my first reaction was, God damn, Kev. Like,
yeah, exactly,
no matter
exactly,
no matter if people liked you or no matter if people hated you, you had people talking about that shit that they need to be talking about. And with that right there, you know what I'm saying? It was like, God damn, so what the fuck you was doing, son? 56? 50,
exactly, man.
I was pissed off at first. Why you think I got into help, bro? Why you think the most honorable, noble, justice, immortal Dr. Sabi is my mentor, is my tutor, you know what I mean? He the one that put me on this health shit, bro. And
Yeah,
if we're gonna be outputting these great energies, like, you know, like we want to, like we keep trying to, we're gonna have to keep our bodies up, man. We're gonna have to get
exactly.
healthy, man. You know, I'm pretty sure. You know, I was listening to Crumb TV or whatever last night when he was talking about it, and he was talking about how what he said. He said that, you know, the thing that pissed him off with Kevin Samuels is that he seen him on his live drinking Red Bulls, right? And I'm like, damn, Kev,
Yeah,
you was on the Red Doggies. If Kev, you was
exactly.
on them Red Doggies, don't even talk about if you got hit with the. Don't talk about if you got hit with the great googly moogly, you know, Francine. If you got hit with the Francine,
Mm,
you feel me? But
exactly.
yeah, man, it's a tragic. Believe it or not, it is a, even though they got black folks that celebrating right now, um, they're not gonna
Ridiculous.
yeah, they're not gonna keep that energy for long. They're not gonna keep that energy for long. Trust me, that is it is just it's an internet reaction. This is why that's the one of the perils of the internet, right? That's one of the perils of the internet when you can come in on the internet and talk your spiel, talk your shit, and something tragic happens, and you can still just talk your spiel and talk your shit, knowing that you would not be talking that spiel and talking that shit if you were around them people. You know what I'm saying? And I myself is included into that fray. I'm pretty sure there are a few things that will be respected if things would still be done in person, but nevertheless, we're in that internet age, bro. And that internet age is crazy, man. You know, but the one thing
Yeah,
I would love to see us do, man, is just respect our dead black man. He is not Kevin
exactly,
Samuels. He is not,
exactly.
you know, the misogynistic guru, all the titles y'all putting on him. You know, he is a black man that other black people love, and therefore, for that reason, we as brothers and sisters need to honor his sudden passing because that was very sudden. That was very tragic. That was very unexpected. But I told people, I said, man, the only thing that can out top the Will Smith shit is somebody big
It's,
dying, man.
it's crazy. And then yeah, black Twitter. Yeah, so yeah, that shit already dead down the Will Smith shit. Like, and yeah, like I
Yeah,
had a feeling because he talked about Will Smith shit, and then now this happened. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like the hate is real. Like that's ridiculous. Like yo, this man you did
right.
not know. You didn't know this man. You didn't know this man. You just knew the platform he ran. Like yo, that's crazy. You don't know these people. Like Joe Budden, he got a bad rep too, but I don't know Joe Budden to put have negative energy to none of these niggas.
Can I ask you?
I don't
So
know these
remember,
people.
well,
Mhm.
remember, you don't gotta know somebody.
True,
You
true.
ready
That's
for
true.
this?
That's true.
You ready
Definitely.
for this? You shall know all trees by the fruit that they bear. And I tell people that Kevin Samuels. I watch a lot of Kevin Samuels videos, and when he uh when he when
Same.
he first when he first went viral with the "You're Below Average." That's when I got on him. I was on him when he first went viral with it. When he had like 200, he got like his first 200,000 subscribers. He was like at 80, 90,000. He went viral. He
Yeah.
was at like 300,000 in less than a week, and it kept on going and going and going and going. And the one thing that I had recognized is that he takes the approach of the challenger,
Exactly.
and the challenger is the most successful salesman because the challenger succeeds where there's a drought or it's plentiful, and
Exactly.
because he challenges the status quo no matter what the status quo is. He challenges to see if it's worthy enough and acceptable enough of for the people, and if it's not, he finds a way to fix it and charges people for it. Um,
Is
and so when I seen him, you know, I said, man, oh, he's taking that challenger. He's taking that challenger road. That's a tough road. A lot of people gonna hate you for telling the truth in the black community.
exactly.
A lot of people
Big
going a
prompt.
lot of people gonna come at you. Listen, a lot of your old dirt gonna come out your closet. You feel me? A lot
Exactly.
of the things, a lot of old pictures and shit gonna resurface. A lot of people, right, places and
Exactly.
things are going to try to step on your toes because and I know this personally because you are actually doing something good. Remember, when the devil ain't bothering you, that's when you're doing bad.
Oh yeah.
See, when
Yeah,
the
man.
devil busy on you, that's when you know you're doing good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what Denzel said,
So the
you
devil
look at
stayed
how
busy on him.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Denzel,
devil
yeah, the
stayed
devil
busy. Yeah, right,
yeah,
right.
that movie Fallen, like even tied back to that movie Fallen, it's about energy. I think I seen a post where, negative energy will transfer to the next man, just like the movie Fallen. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Because conversations like and it kind of sparked these conversations, and I realized like, dang, it's like asking a woman what she brings to the table. Why is that frowned upon? You could ask a man what he brings to the table. That shouldn't be frowned upon either, because he could be a whole ass nigga. He could, you know what I'm saying? He might could bring only one good element to the table. Exactly.
Right. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with asking what somebody brings to the table. Let's get that clear. Well,
Exactly.
I tell people the reason why women take it the wrong way is because of the way that the question is asked. Instead
Yeah.
of asking, "What do you bring to the table?" Right? You can ask just like a job interview. What is going to make you a liability or an asset to my life?
Exactly.
Right
Asset and
now, I
liability.
got these. How are you going to add on to my life and make my life better? You see how that goes?
Exactly.
Instead of saying what you bring to the table, let's get directly. Why are you asking what you bring to the table? Because you want somebody to make your life better, right?
Exactly.
So there, so therefore, because that's why you hooking up with people. You're not networking and hooking up with people so they can make you worse. Let's get that clear. We're all
Exactly.
striving for our best.
Yeah.
Even a negative motherfucker is trying to be the best negative that he can be. So therefore, he gonna hook up with the most negative motherfuckers he can hook up with to be the best negative. So we all trying to be the fucking best, right?
Exactly.
So when you talking with these people, when you dealing with these females, you know, I've learned that the best approach with a female, whether it hurts their feelings or not, is the direct approach, right? But
Exactly.
if you say what you bring to the table, now you're not stating your intent. You're not saying, look, this is what it is. This is what I got in life going on. How can you add value? Now it went from me getting to know you to a job interview. Let's take
Exactly.
this shit. Let's take this shit how men we view relationships and we look at relationships as what they are careers, jobs,
Mm, bars. Yeah.
something
Fact.
contract. Remember, a contract with
Love
obligations to be
contract.
upheld within the contract, right? And so women don't look at it like that. And if you don't know how to put that pressure and say, look, this is how my life is going to be, this is how my life is orchestrated, and challenge them and be the challenger to their status quo, then how will they ever get better? Because two things happen in a challenge, right? A lesson and a blessing. When somebody challenges you, you learn a lesson, and with that lesson learned, you gain a blessing of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to move forward. So when that next situation pop around, you'll automatically know what to do because you've already been through it before. It's called experience, right?
Man, yeah.
So I just look at it from the perspective.
Yeah, make me the bad guy. Yo, I'm challenging you. All right, I'm challenging you to grow, not to the opposite. I'm challenging you to I ain't challenge you to decrease your energy or your value. Like, I'm trying to challenge you to help you improve, stay in power, still sharp and still. And like I mentioned to you, like I got blocked because I put up a post, narcissist, like who's the most narcissistic, who's more narcissistic. And then I even put, if you know the answer and you want to cap, I had 3 selections, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, like even a lot of queens was saying, yeah, we are more narcissistic. And like that shouldn't
Yes,
even frown upon. It's a conversation. Like it wasn't even trying to, diss nobody. It's like, I ain't
man.
subliminal.
It's like we've gone backwards as a people, man.
Yeah.
So I was reading this book one by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich, and it says to have to have a wealthy, abundant mind state and a mind state of riches, we have to realize the level and the degree when it comes to the subject of our topics of conversation.
Exactly.
And the one thing that came across is that small minds discuss people, right? Average minds discuss events, and the great minds discuss ideas. And so I've always been a fan of that representing my pyramid in life. I'm going to place a certain amount of energy on the small things. I'm going to place a certain amount of energy on the average things, and I'm going to place a certain amount of energy on the great things. And um, and it goes. The most amount of energy gets focused on the great things. The next in line gets focused on the average, and the last parts of the energy gets focused on the small. Even though sometimes it can be reversed depending on the situation. Sometimes the devil is in the details, and you just got to pay attention to the small details of the fine print before you go into certain things. And so,
Oh,
with that being said, you can see how Kevin Samuels attacked the game with that mindset. You know, he was able to give you small things in the form of how you look, the shape of your body, and are you a 10, are you a 7, or adjustable? No, a 1 through, or you're a 1 through 10, you can't pick 7. You know,
yeah,
um,
gotta be humble.
and the adjustable 6 is a fix. You understand? So we can, if you can you can land you an adjustable 6. You understand? You in the mix, but you really looking for that 8, 9, 10. That's the small level, right? And then he brought it to the average level, the advance of, oh, the feminism movement and how the white feminism movement poisoned our black women against us because now in what just what in the 60s and the 50s, 60s and 70s, we were in our households. We were the head of our households. So this is not a long time that the black woman had been disrespected. So the reason why everybody's talking about it because this has never really been right. The black woman disrespected. The black woman didn't even disrespect us during slavery, nigga. So
Mm,
understand that we were slaves and didn't get disrespected by black women. How we getting disrespected by them now? And
it's
so
crazy.
with that being said,
Yeah.
what you say? Say it again.
I said, yeah, we show commitment, consistency, commitment, and compassion in our relationships. Then and now, like we acting brand new. It's like, hey, sister, nah, I forget. Like we acting brand new. Like, hey, brother, how you doing? Like, ain't no hey, brother. You know what I'm saying? We acting brand new, man. And we got to get that back.
Yeah.
And like I was chatting it up, like the sisterhood. Like, yeah, like submission should never be frowned upon. Like, yo, submission ain't why. Who made
You
submission a
submit. You
bad
sub,
thing?
you,
This
sub,
ain't
you
wrestling.
submit job applications. You submit job applications. You submit all kind of online applications. If you ever filled out an application, you submit it. If you ever,
Exactly.
matter of fact, if you got a 9 to 5 right now, you're in submission. You're in submission to your employer. Um,
Exactly.
you know, we're not arguing about submission. It's about the fact that they show more submission to the things that are outside of their man. Understand? And men
Exactly.
show more, and men, because Kevin used to get on the men too. Men have become milk toast, or what one might call weakened in the spine when it comes to recognizing our value and our worth. That's going to make a woman recognize our value and our worth, and that way we meet on equal playing fields. And so when you meet on an equal playing field, a woman tends to respect you more because she sees you as an equal or above, right? Um, but when you're on a playing field where she sees you as less than, she will go with her move on you. And remember this: I always tell people, say, iron sharpens iron, but how does it sharpen? By clashing, by rubbing and friction.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Friction. This is why rubs hands like Birdman, right? So
It's
and all black
it's
people do this. All black people like everybody. Yeah, I'm about to get me some. And
yeah.
the iron sharpens the iron, and the woman sharpens the man like that. But if we men are not completely 100% in our manhood, that says, yo, these certain type of things. Look, a man could go and remember, a man could go in the mirror and see. All right, I'm worth an adjustable six. I'm working. A man can go look in the mirror right now and be like, I'm working adjustable six. I need to, right now at the level I'm at in life as a man, I can pull me an adjustable six, right? A man knows when he like at the level I'm at right now, I can pull me a dime. I can pull me 11 or 12 right now,
Exactly.
right? A
Exactly.
woman will go and get in the mirror. A woman will go and get in the mirror and be like, I'm a 10, knowing she a fucking 4 or knowing she a 5. So it's just
Yeah.
it's just waking it's just waking people it's just waking up people, black women, to the lie that of feminism that they believe when it comes to us. Remember, there was a point in time they used to fight and die for us. And then in came feminism, right? Feminism, which was the white woman's movement to get
Mm-hmm.
free from her white man, but she could not achieve that position on her own. So she needed some black help. So she sought the
Mm-hmm.
black power of the black girl's magic, used that to separate from her white man. But wait a minute, in order for me to do that, I got to get you to take the same position against your black man. When your black
Exactly.
man don't, and listen, and now not only did they get them to buy into the feminism movement against their black man, but now they backdoor and usurp their very black man that they told them to get free from.
Yep.
You see how that go?
And
So it's
the Amazon.
classical. The
I'm saying.
Amazons what?
I said the Amazon women, projectors, they was powerful women. They whooped the French's ass. They sent them back home. You know what I'm saying? They had to make lies like, yeah, these women was 10 feet tall. Like, yo, these women, it's like, nah, they just
Well,
whooped
no.
their
Remember,
ass.
no. They were more than 10 feet tall. I
Exactly.
got the picture. I got the video to prove it. 1897, 1897 picture of a tall black Amazon female giant, bro.
Of gigantic women photographed in South Africa as recently as 1897. Well, this photograph is kept in that Museum of Natural History of France, archives of the Anthropological Society of Paris.
The one in the middle. She's over 3 meters. She's over 10 feet tall. She's tall as the
That's crazy,
trees. And
man.
there are reports of giant black people all over the world. They don't want to know. They don't want us to know about the giants. They don't want us to know
Yeah.
about. Remember, if they tell us about the dragons and they tell us about the giants and then they tell us about all of these things, it's all gonna point back to black, and we lied to y'all and all of this extra shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I always tell people, man, Kevin came through at a time where I feel like a lot of men needed an awakening, and he did that. He He woke up a lot of male minds so that males
Yeah,
can be the head and establish the tone and set the tone for these relationships because a man controls the relationship while a woman controls the sex.
exactly. Yeah, man. He put me on game definitely. Like dang, like yo, and people are peeps like yo. If a woman ain't bring you peace, we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? If a woman like to add into the table, if peace ain't on the table, and if you getting all my energy and you're not, you're not balancing me out, like yo, that's a problem.
Right,
And like we said, like yo, if you're not, if it's a one-sided relationship, like nah, I'm gonna block the fuck out of you. You blocked. Say get out of here.
yeah,
Like I don't do that. I realize it's a lot of that energy, and I've been avoiding all those. Like nah, you give me too much of that. Like I'm this way. You know
right,
what I'm saying I'm this. Yeah, man.
right.
Kevin Samuel. I don't. The people tweeting about him like nah. Just because he's gone, I don't mean we can't hold y'all accountable for shit y'all do now. Y'all know that, right?
Well,
It's
remember
gonna
he wasn't,
go.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
he's left a legacy of videos behind.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of material. Um, and I know now that he's passed. You're worth more dead than you are alive. And people
Mm-hmm.
don't give you your flowers until you see the upper room, right? So the one thing I know for certain is that, man, like I tell you before, man, God has a mysterious way of waking people up.
Exactly.
And the 1.4 million subscribers, or 1.5 million subscribers that he had on YouTube, right? Now that
Mm-hmm.
he's passed, now that he's passed, people are going to be held to task to look, man, spread this message, right?
Yeah.
Spread this message of waking up, becoming a high value male, right? This is the old concept that he brought back into the game because it has been erased out of the game. This is why modern females, I don't call them women, y'all call them modern women, but women have a certain standard and code that obeys to the double standard laws of nature. In law and nature created a double standard of gender role, position, and actions and abilities within that position. And so, if you look at our side of the gender role, we have some things that afford us things women can't afford, and women have some things that afford them that men can't afford. But yet, still, we're sitting at the table, and this is what Kevin was trying to show you. No, this is not negotiable. We built the fucking world, all right, my nigga. We understand what we built the world for. Your ass. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, we have to acknowledge the fact that wait a minute, we did build this world for you, but last time I checked, it's our rules in this world,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. How are you gonna build a world and you don't make the rules in it? So these rules that
Exactly.
we built in this world come and remember, and that's just the rule that man built. We're gonna supersede man. Now we're about to go to nature, and nature got rules that man can't even supersede. And when you look
Exactly.
at nature's rule, I'm a big naturist, and when you look at nature's rule, nature has double standards.
Yeah.
Nature has double standards. So why are everybody? This is what Kevin was trying to tell y'all. Why are y'all arguing against the double standard when, in actuality, the double standard is nature made, nature grown. So nature keeps
Mm-hmm.
the law. Nature keeps the whole book. Nature is in control of that whole mechanism. But you'll see males and females in the game and they are going against the double standards of nature, but getting mad when that part of the sword, double-edged sword, cuts them. For instance, if
Definitely.
you go on, if a male goes on the double-edged side sword of the double standard of a female and starts getting cut on the female side, do not complain of the cuts that the sword of the double-edged female gave you. Right? Females, when you come on the side of the male, that side of the sword that is double-edged for the male, and start abiding by the male rules, doing the male things. Don't get mad when the male side of the sword begins to cut you. Okay? And you see it all the time, but we're not respecting the double standard. We're not acknowledging the double standard. You know what I'm saying? We are uh, we are going against the double standard of nature, and nature has responded by number one, ushering in energy that is waking up that men ultimately can be ultimately set the tone and wake up women, because women when women become awake and aware, now the children are being birthed at a higher rate of awake and awareness, and now we have something that we can call generational wealth or generational wealth building.
Exactly. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Yeah, like yeah, the game will remain the same. Men, I think we've been sparked. The torch has been passed. Like, yeah, we gotta get this thing back on track. We gotta hold women accountable. We gotta fix our communities back, man. Because yeah, it's been an imbalance. And yeah, man, we gotta find that peace in the household. We gotta find the right women to build.
Well, before you find
Just
the
keep.
right woman, Kevin
Mhm.
taught us, man. Kevin taught us that before we find the right woman, Kevin taught us to become the right man, right?
Exactly.
So
What about
so
fellas?
that yes, so he was big on men um, becoming high value rather than complaining about the low value that they're receiving at their level. Um, Become a high value man, and he gave you the prerequisites of high value malehood. And with that being said, man, you know, let's not shoot the messenger, but let's dissect the message. And
Yeah, just
I
yeah.
told you, I'm the first one to say, huh?
I said, yeah, like we gotta dissect it. Can't agree with everything anyone say. You shouldn't agree with everything
Yeah.
anyone say. You gotta dissect
Well,
things. And
remember, the only everything that I can agree with everyone saying is that everyone has the right to say whatever the fuck they want to say.
that's
Um,
facts.
that's the only thing
Yeah,
I can agree with. And everybody should respect everybody else's right to say whatever they want to say, because you are allowing free flow of information. Um, so what he was teaching us to do was not to so much as criticize or demonize the female, because she gonna do what she gonna
yeah,
do, right? She gonna do
exactly.
what she gonna do. The whole purpose
We all,
is, fellas, become a certain male, so that this male that you reach will automatically attract a certain type of female. And when you attract that certain type of female, um, you know, now you playing ball. Now you playing the ball and getting what you want out of life. That, oh damn, we already hit the almost the 30-minute mark. Damn, we in
yeah,
the
man.
building. Shit.
The the gems he provided definitely you know yeah we definitely should break down the message, understand what he was saying, beside the antics and all that. Like, nah, just understand, try to understand
Right.
what he was saying. Just, salute to the Godfather, man. And yeah, man. Salute to the
Right.
Godfather, man. I was wondering why he put out so much information, like, because you never know. So I think you just gotta give the gems and give them enough gems to, hey, I'm saying that's what it's about. You know?
Yeah, man.
And yeah, man, we're gonna
Salute
hold
to the
these people
Godfather, man.
accountable, hold us accountable too. But fellas, yeah, definitely focus on yourself first, because
That focus on yourself,
mental
become the most successful man. And like Baby said, that's how you can do it when you're playing with some jingles. That's how you can do it when you're on your high horse. You feel me? So thank y'all for
yeah.
letting me come in. Uh, till next time, my brother.
Yeah, definitely peace.
Peace.
Peace.